Извините.
Wounded and tired, Siri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Any last words?
Раскачем тубы, тубы. Ах ты клятый лучник. Так, это мы уже вчера спрашивали.
No way I can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the wraith away. Stand a chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
Блять, сука, почти до фула откинулся. Гадский призрак. Интересная смена тактики. О, да ладно! Да кому? Бля, да такая залепа сейчас произошла. Это фиаско, братан. Ладно, хер бы с этими дезертирами. Пойдем еще раз попробуем призрака сразу вальнуть. Он на один удар остался. Блин, да. Просто тычку у меня дал. Такая обида.
Greeting.
What are ye?
Zoo.
Good. Soon.
And yet... No way I can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the wraith away. Stand a chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
Но найс отхил до фула. Как тяжело пошло-то, блять. Чё ты так быстро второй раз решил? Блять, это хил до фула снова. Ну чё за хил? Камон. Слишком много отхила. Опять, сука, вот. Не хилюсь я едой. Мало просто еды, жалко. Плохо смотришь как-то. Хилился я едой. Что ты на меня гонишь?
So you're that white one.
Greetings.
What are ye?
Не то
Jenny of the
чтобы
Woods
как-то
is
сильно
gone.
хилит
Got rid
тогда.
of her.
She'll not be back.
No, I know how to dispatch night wraiths for good.
Aye, of course. Your reward, as agreed. Many thanks to ye, Master Witcher.
Farewell.
Farewell.
The wilds, we'd have starved long past.
Приглашение от Кейри. Надо похилиться и медитировать. Лань бежит. До утра. Погнали. Хоба. Вы же даже не поздоровался, сразу с предъявы начал. Кто так делает? Привет бы что ли написал. Или смайлик поставил.
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see,
Магический рот.
and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
So, where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke. Thank you. Geralt! She did it.
Very much so.
Ничего интересного. О. Может, у меня собачье сало есть? Да шо ж никакого сала-то нету. Так, как нам добраться до этой штуки?
I asked her, how do I get my love to use this app? Ow!
Yeah?
So long.
Yeah?
Let me see. So long.
Yeah?
Let me. So long.
Так, ближайшая лодочка тут.
See, you're a man well traveled, so tell me. Don't beat me when you're miserable.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Geralt, are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear.
Что-то не особо хочу ввязаться как-то за миссой. Нахер этот вообще удар нужен? Такой сратый вообще не работает.
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed? Let's try Kira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't.
Millie. Millie, we gotta flee.
Сука.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Where's that noble?
Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely. Blood. must have died here.
Вон КС.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
Вон КС.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Опа.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
I'm a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No! They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. They tore...
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture.
The dead man. Looked like a monster at it.
How am I to know?
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they
No. Used to... How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this.
And your beloved?
Graham? No, he lives.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power. Your beloved?
No, a poor fish. I miss him so. Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. My medallion started pulsating.
I don't know what you mean. You could be right.
It could be your blood ties to the land. The base of the curse, that is.
I loved him. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham?
Annabelle, listen.
You never wish to help.
Damn it, gotta catch them.
For a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Master Witcher, there's a night plowing invisible, and a heap of monsters roaming about it.
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon. Ooh. Ouch.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants
вот
would
штаны
open
у
the
него.
gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions.
She took the poison.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... She was alive the whole time? But... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? I didn't notice she was alive. It might have...
If you'd stayed on the island...
I'd take death over leaving her to...
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you.
She's still there?
Yeah. One thing you should know...
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
This place because of you!
Last I came through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
Rest in pepperonis.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
По-моему, из этого ничего не
Speed
выглядит.
up. Let's get this over with.
Чап-чап, speed up. Так, звучит круто.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle, I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
А как это целовать, простите, вообще? Бедный Грах.
At last.
See, the curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Сильно.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away if the Conclave were still in charge.
Так. Гляну, это такая дресня, не навык, ей-богу. По мне его вообще. Зачем мне нужно? О, может здесь что-нибудь интересненькое?
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Даже никакого интересного утецкого, просто на трупы поглядеть чисто. Заглянул, так сказать. А нет, что-то есть. Улучшенное масло против призраков звучит неплохо. Это я не зря сюда пошел. очень даже не зря. Ты что, балкончик просто вышел? Балкончик. Так, а вот это выход. Так, выход здесь где-то уже близко. Я заблудился в башне. Это была сложная задача, но я с ней справился. Я заблудился в башне. Еще один уровень надо. До сета грифона. Здорово, Кира.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from... I'll check the...
Thank you.
Substancji.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Seems like you could use a witcher. So yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. Across the lake we must journey to fight.
The sooner we resolve this.
Да, конечно. Сегодня в полночь. Пару полночи пройдет, и мы, может быть, это как-то разберемся. Кстати. Что надо? Печень волка, омела. Надо собак поднавалить, чтобы ингредиентов хватало. на всякие штуки, типа масла. Это не собаки, это бандит. Ладно. Хороший вышел замес. Форхед.
Wide, heavy wheel rounders and the merchant's wagon all favorites.
Все, что он тут работать, потом уже из остальных комнат. Так, ну раз мы тут рядом. Ого, просто напополам разрубил. Найс. Опа, еще один желающий. Засад. Тухлый вопросик какой-то. Ну ладно, что есть, то есть.
Merchant traveling across Velen alone. If that was gonna end well. Lots of meat. Cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one. For help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Тебе верен. Ну. Что-то как-то тухло все.
just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
The cane within Hathel.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, gonna explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, but I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight.
Держись.
Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Come on.
Гонки. Хы.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to them.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red. but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with pure water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands. Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So?
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
Слуги кровать. Они же напал на земле.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira, where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Fyke.
Ну-ка поплаваем. Так, хорошо, без ботинок, извините. Где мои прекрасные боты?
All right. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen?
I long to be...
Ну шо, дяди? Подядуем?
I'll be back.
Give us a rest. Each will say by what they hurried.
Greetings.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. Evil creatures keep at bay.
Begin.
Keep us from harm. What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we go.
What comes next once life subsides?
Mine his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're harried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
The storm, damn it.
To end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle wail. Ye we summon, ye we call. Tis right.
Breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom.
Hark, a sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls! We must help them!
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me!
Leave now.
This is black magic. These
You don't know a thing of...
Take it!
Good folk, leave not these grounds! We cannot break the circle!
О, дедох в бой.
'Tis an ill turn, ill. Woe away! Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
If you want to continue,
Good folk, ye we summon.
All is quiet.
Something whispers.
All is quiet. All
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with people! Save yourself!
Тяжело.
Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambros, the Pella fears not.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill your father?
The Pella does not wish to speak of this.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith will hold sway over you. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet. That's his bond to the world of the living.
Ambrose lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do.
Бля, лежит в болоте. Офигительное описание. Ищи ведьма. Я говорю такой, да, бля, конечно. Великий прокурист Гервант. Так. Не надо, не душите. Кш, кш. Пошли вон. А ты бы ты сутопт. Еще отседа. Куда подылишь? Я не хочу вас трогать. Вот этих, похоже, придется потрогать. Так, тут гнильцы. Значит, человек тут гнильцой, да? Смажем маслом, чтобы гладко вошло. И получим пизды. Не так это должно работать было. Не важно. Опа. Опа, великая цепная реакция пошла. Бум. Кайф. Так. Ищем труп бати. Чтобы упокоить дух. Так сказать. А. О.
Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta leave the world of the living, never return again.
Что? Велико. Так, ну тут, кстати, вот хоба. Как удобно. Здорово, мужик.
Careful, sir. A monster prowls the bog. Enter the mist and you'll never see home again.
Assume you put up the notice in Downwarren.
Aye, 'twere me. Good to know someone reads them. Paid a scribe a dozen eggs to write it up.
I can help.
60 яиц.
Of course. Why, even an ox don't pull a plow for free.
Поторгуемся.
Afraid I'll need more.
I mine peat, not gold, master. Could never.
Понял. Что тут бомж, значит.
That I simply do not.
Парой крон меньше. Ага.
Oh, master, you value.
All right, time I got to work. Where'll I find this monster?
Start south of here, but beware. Bad poxy air hangs o'er the marsh.
Жарим немного ласточку. Ни хрена себе утопцы как-то. Что-то сильно утопиться ночь пошел. Не ожидал я такой прийти. От самого обычного утопца то. Ну, что-то поделать придется. Надеюсь, сейф был после разговора с мужиком. А то совсем тухло выйдет. Потому что если он... Ну, это может быть далеко. Далеко, сейф. Далеко-далеко. Так, ладно, пойдет.
Careful, sir. A monster.
Assume I can help.
Cord.
Ладно, не впаду с ним торговаться. Медитация лишней не будет. Ой. Ощепка.
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? Someone placed an illusion here. Different claw marks. Guess a few individuals feed here. Strange. Tracks around the corpses. Tracks masked with magic. This is getting interesting. No ordinary fog, this. The odor. Metallic almost. Didn't even have time to pull out his weapon. Monster must have been concealed. Surprised him. Didn't even have time to pull out his weapon. Hiding monster must have been concealed. Surprised him. Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Ты... Что-то как-то просто пошло. Так, а что в самой пещере нет ничего интересного? Да, похоже, что нет. А, нет, вот и есть. Ну, может еще что-то было, но хотя бы это нашел.
Any tidings?
Monster's dead. Fog's dispersed.
Ha! Village folk will be content. Give them cause to celebrate. Well, you've earned your reward. Take it, and fare you well. Don't hit me, sir. I didn't do nothing. Don't hit me, sir. I didn't do nothing. Don't hit me, sir.
Да иди в жопу. Иди в жопу. Пошли отсюда. Может, сейчас деды сделаю, хватит. Хотя нет, мне кажется, не хватит опыта. Все-таки за дедов маловато дадут. Дяды воевались.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
'Twas an evil man. The Pella feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Pella could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But folk knew.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
Тьфу, 40 опыта. 50 крон. Дэм. Ох, нихера ж себе надо пилить куда. Что-то мне лень.
Get my lush to use his hand. Ow! So she gives me an
Got a lump of bread today.
Give me the coin. Tails will clean the shit out of the stable.
Who will protect us poor from the cutthroats? Who, I ask?
Needs.
Блять. Что я не могу, что ли, метеоритную руду есть?
So long.
Неудачно с метеоритной рудой вышло как-то.
What happened to your mug?
Come closer. It's everywhere. You'll see it all around.
Won't mind if we check.
По вопросикам надо что ли побегать теперь? Попробую сделать этот квест сейчас, может, хватит. Силёно как-нибудь аккуратненько.
A killer prowls the city, but you're not scared, are you?
Look awfully suspicious to me.
Хотя
I ought to never let your kind in, no regret proper.
Hey, darling.
Mate, imp shit in your stew, tramp.
The whole day twisted.
Boy, you, dandy boy. It's a bad time to stroll through this.
And you, don't you butt in like a belch between 2 pints, because you're out of your fucking element. So make like a hare and sod off.
Let's pretend I didn't hear that. Now get out of here, before I get tired of playing make-believe.
I see you lot are tough in the tongue and nowhere else.
Fuck this, we're gonna let some dandy's boyfriend scare us. Let's show him how things are done on it.
Thank you for your help. That's the...
And you're begging for trouble, just...
I've come on bit...
Good luck with it.
Wait. You helped me once, but...
What's involved? Just...
Now, what makes you think I need either of those? I'd say... What say you to that?
Agreed.
Keep your hand on your hilt.
Of course.
Got a sharp pain in the spine. Help! Save me! I'm dying! Poverty!
Что-то как-то хреново сегодня, пожалуй, закончу. Спасибо.